Yo, Cheese back with another one. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my best NBA picks for Wednesday, May the 14th. But first off, let's start off with a recap of Tuesday, which was a 3-1 day. On my first slip, I had Hartenstein and Max Strus. Both of those guys cashed out pretty easy. And on the second slip, we had Joker over 27.5 points and Chet over 11.5 RA. Chet did not get it done. Overall, I'm satisfied with a 3-1 day. The Thunder started to play Jalen Williams a little bit more because I think they needed a little bit more size, and not the starter Jalen Williams, the center that comes off of the bench. But I will throw up on the screen a couple of slips that we hit in VIP as well because we did have a pretty good day. If you guys are interested in joining VIP, just DM me on Instagram at cheese.picks, doing like a $5 discount right now. And also, if this video gets up to 40 likes, I will give out a free week of VIP. But let's go ahead and get into the picks for Wednesday. I'm feeling pretty good about these. So for the first pick of the day, we're going to be taking Derek White over 18.5 points. This guy has been so consistent throughout the playoffs. And Jason Tatum is now out for the rest of the playoffs with an Achilles injury. Now we can take a closer look at the stats, but Jason Tatum was playing all of these games. Their season is on the line. They're down 1-3. They have to pretty much play the entire game and everyone needs to score. I'm pretty sure Derek White gets this done, and I think he gets this done before the fourth quarter. Let's lock in Derek White over 18.5 points. And for the next pick of the day, we're going to be taking Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points, and going to be for pretty much the same reason we're taking Derek White. Now we can take a look at the stats. Jaylen Brown has not been going over this line, but he has been playing next to Jason Tatum. Tatum is out for the rest of the season. Their season is on the line. These guys are the reigning champs. I think Derek White and Jaylen Brown are going to play the entire game. Do not play these guys on the same slip. And I do like both picks, but just in case, again, play them on separate slips. Now for the third pick of the day, we're going to be going with Josh Hart over 11.5 points. And if you've been betting on Josh Hart this playoffs, it has been a little bit rough. So let's take a look at the stats. Looking at the last 5, he's over this line in 3 out of his last 5 games. He did miss it his last 2 games, only having 6 points last game. But taking a closer look at this, Josh Hart hit this both games on the road, but he missed this both games at home. The next game is going to be in Boston. I'm expecting Josh Hart to get back on track. And I know this play doesn't look like a 10 out of 10, guys, but the way the playoffs have been going, the 70% plays have been hitting more often than the 10 out of 10s. Before the last pick of the day, let's go to the Timberwolves versus the Warriors game, and we're going to be taking Ant-Man over 3.5 3-pointers made. Now, taking a look at the last 5 games, Ant is only over this in 2 out of 5, and those were his last 2 games. I'm taking this line because this is going to be a home game for the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves are also up 3-1. I think that Ant-Man is going to send the Warriors home tomorrow, today, whenever you watch this. Let's go ahead and lock this in. So this is the way that I'm going to run these picks, guys. I'm going to take Derek White over 18.5 points and pair that with Josh Hart over 11.5 points. Both of these are the same game. We can go ahead and get in and out, get our cash and go. If you want to pivot away for points, go with Derek White for PRA and Josh Hart for points and rebounds, but I like points for both. And for the other slip, we're going to be taking Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points and Ant-Man over 3.5 threes. Again, don't run Jaylen Brown and Derek White together. Pretty sure they both hit, but just in case, guys, run them separately. Actually, anytime you have 2 teammates, try to put them on separate slips so they aren't fighting for the same stats. If you guys are interested in joining VIP, just DM me on Instagram at cheese.picks. Currently running a $5 discount. Let's go ahead and lock these in. Let's make some cheese. I'm Cheese, and I'm out.